So in this tutorial here, I'm going to go through how to create a video for briefing purposes using Google Earth. So to start my briefings, usually I like to have a north up, top down view, so I just hit R on the keyboard to set it to that. So this is where I want to start my video. The first thing I'm going to do is use the Add Place Mark tool, and we'll just call this view 1. Okay, I don't want to move it, I just want to leave that wherever it is. So then the next place that I want to look at, I'll use the middle key on my mouse sort of to create the next view that I want to come into. And then I'll hit the Add Place Mark, and we'll call that view 2. And then we'll come in here a little bit like this, maybe rotate a little bit down. We'll call that view 3. And let's bring on those enemy platoons. This view 4. So you can do as many of these as you want to go through your briefing. I'll just do a few more. Alright, so then when we double click, for example, view 1, it's going to zoom us out to view 1. For example, we can go to view 2. One of the things you want to do for your briefing is go into Tools, Options. You want to set this fly to speed. I've got mine set to 0.25. It defaults to a much higher speed down here, and then when you go to different views, it's going to jump way too quickly for your briefing. So we'll change that back to 0.25, and we'll go up to view 1. So if I want to start my briefing, I obviously don't want all these yellow view markers on, so I'm just going to so they're not showing. And maybe as I go through my briefing, I want certain icons to show up or disappear. So I'm going to initially turn off the enemy platoons to start my briefing. So what you'll do now is you'll go to record a tour, and this little pop-up in the bottom left will start. So I'll hit start recording there, and so I'm on view 1. So now I want to zoom into view 2 for my recording. We'll go into view 3. Let's say at this point I want to bring in those 2 enemy platoons. Talk about them. Go into view 4. You can zoom in on the enemy anti-armor platoon that we placed there. And then we'll continue on. You can see in the bottom it's recording, so we're at 37 seconds, and it's creating what Google Earth calls a tour. And then into view 8. So we've done that. We'll stop the tour. And then it's going to give us this option here. We might as well, we can save our tour. We'll call it Kingston Tour 01. And it'll show up here so you can record different tours if you so wanted. And then you also see, like I talked about, that's when the enemy platoon showed up when we brought them into our video. So we'll stop the video. So now what we want to do from the stop the tour, we want to turn this tour into a video. So we'll go Tools. First of all, we'll have to exit out of this. So we'll go View, Tools, Movie Maker. It's going to give you live mouse and keyboard navigation or a saved tour. So we want a saved tour. and that's where we're selecting the tour we just saved. I find that's easier to do it. You can also just record from a live navigation of moving around. Both will work. And then we'll go create movie. Yes. And so it'll go to here. It'll take a few minutes to complete that video, and we'll come back later to show you what we can do with that video with Webex later.